Is going around that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are splitting up. The tabloids are all over it. He's been out of the house. They haven't seen the two of them in public in 47 days. And so people are buzzing.
Your mom said she had been praying for you and your husband for 20 years.
Bennifer shipper.
I know.
The OG Bennifer shipper.
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
No.
Did you know Ben?
I think when we were together 20 years ago, my mom really liked Ben. She loved Ben. We all did. And so maybe she did. I don't know.
The real reasons behind Ben Affleck's decision to end his relationship with Jennifer Lopez are finally out. From their first encounter to the final straw that broke the camel's back, we've got all the inside scoop. Stick around as we reveal the shocking truths and hidden details that led to the downfall of one of Hollywood's most talked about couples.
Me. You met at parties somewhere.
We met like at a couple of parties, you know, we barely paid any attention to each other.
Yeah,
you know, just like, hi.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit, that's
hi,
a nice
Ben,
saying. You iced me at the party.
No, you iced me.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, two of the biggest names in Hollywood, first crossed paths in 2002. At the time, J.Lo was married to Chris Judd, but by July 2002, she filed for divorce, and by November, she and Ben were engaged. Their romance quickly earned them the nickname Bennifer, capturing the fascination of fans and media. The couple planned to marry in September 2003, but just days before the wedding, Ben called it off. The official reason given was the intense media scrutiny surrounding their relationship, which made it difficult for them to have a private and intimate ceremony. However, sources close to Ben revealed that there was more to the story. Ben began to have serious doubts about their relationship, feeling overwhelmed by J.Lo's controlling nature. He realized that many of his concerns about the wedding plans were being dismissed, and he was uncomfortable with how everything was happening. This led him to take a step back, while deciding to cancel the wedding, leaving J.Lo devastated.
Back in the early Ben days, because there's the before Ben and then the now Ben, we actually have a soundbite from your 2002 album. You're talking about your relationship with him. Let's take a quick peek at that.
Oh, boy.
Feel like you have a partner, you know what I mean? Somebody standing by your side who supports you and is your best friend.
Nothing has changed.
Isn't that so?
I say the same thing now.
But you feel that way about him now.
I do.
Almost 2 decades after their initial breakup, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez stunned the world by rekindling their romance in 2021. Both had gone through some life changes since their first engagement. Ben had married and divorced Jennifer Garner, while J.Lo had a series of high-profile relationships, including her recent breakup with Alex Rodriguez. Their reunion began quietly, but it wasn't long before the media caught wind of Bennifer 2.0. The couple became a paparazzi favorite once again, dominating headlines and social media with their every move. Just a year into their revived relationship, Ben and J.Lo tied the knot in a lavish ceremony. The quick turnaround from rekindling their romance to getting married left many fans wondering if they were rushing things. Unfortunately, their marriage hit rocky terrain almost immediately. What was supposed to be a romantic honeymoon quickly turned sour. Reports surfaced about constant arguments and tension between the newlyweds. Ben began to feel a haunting sense of déjà vu, realizing that many of the issues that plagued their first attempt at marriage were resurfacing. It seemed that despite the years apart, the core problems in their relationship remained unresolved.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you got it.
One of the primary sources of tension between Ben and J.Lo was their different personalities and lifestyles. J.Lo is known for her perfectionism and desire to control every detail of her life and the lives of those around her. Ben, on the other hand, has a more laid-back, carefree attitude. This fundamental difference created a persistent friction in their relationship. J.Lo's control extended to Ben's personal habits. She imposed strict rules on his drinking and smoking, areas where Ben had struggled in the past. Her zero-tolerance policy towards alcohol was particularly difficult for Ben, who has had a long history of battling addiction. J.Lo even monitored his drinks in public to ensure he wasn't consuming alcohol, a move that many saw as humiliating for Ben. Matter of fact, J-Lo even imposed dietary restrictions and exercise regimens on Ben. She hired a nutritionist and a personal trainer, insisting that he follow a strict health plan. Now, these measures made Ben feel controlled and suffocated, adding to his growing resentment. But J-Lo's need for control didn't stop at Ben's habits. It extended to his social life and hobbies as well. She disliked some of Ben's friends, including his longtime buddy Matt Damon and NFL star Tom Brady. J-Lo's influence over Ben's social circle was a constant source of tension, with Ben feeling torn between his wife and his friends. A particularly glaring incident was when J-Lo sold Ben's collection of prized motorbikes without his consent. Biking was one of Ben's favorite hobbies, and this act felt like a deep betrayal.
Jennifer, this way, please! Together, this way, please!
Public humiliations are another significant issue. J-Lo's tendency to control Ben in public, including checking his drinks for alcohol, often left him embarrassed. Fans and media picked up on these moments, speculating about the state of their relationship. Behind closed doors, the arguments were even worse, with sources claiming that J-Lo's temper and controlling behavior were relentless. The constant stress and control took a visible toll on Ben's mental health. People noted how miserable he often looked in public appearances with J-Lo. Fans also noticed the stark difference between his behavior when he was alone versus when he was with her. His unhappiness became a topic of discussion, with many people sympathizing with him and criticizing J-Lo's behavior. Ben's facial expressions and body language in public often spoke volumes. He appeared drained and unhappy, a stark contrast to his earlier, more carefree self. Fans took to social media to express their concerns, with some predicting that the relationship wouldn't last due to the visible strain it was placing on Ben. A person wrote, "She doesn't love Ben, she loves money and betrayed him by publishing intimate love letters, so she can make money with a boring album and movies." Another one added, "It's like Ben wanted all the things that make life wonderful, a few drinks, the odd junk food, the freedom to choose ... For me, these things are what keep life super wonderful." So it's clear that the pressure of maintaining a facade for the public, coupled with the private issues, left Ben feeling trapped. Despite his efforts to make the marriage work, the combination of J-Lo's controlling nature and the public scrutiny proved too much. Ben's mental health and well-being became a priority, leading him to make the difficult decision to step away from the relationship.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. That crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
So Jennifer Lopez has always had a reputation for being a diva. She's known for being demanding and having high expectations. From her fancy dressing rooms to her specific food and drink requests, she's got some serious standards. But recently, her career took a hit with her tour flopping. The low ticket sales forced her to cancel a bunch of shows. This setback really messed with her mood and behavior, causing even more tension in her marriage to Ben. Apparently, J-Lo's frustration over the tour's failure led to more arguments and a major display of her diva attitude. Ben couldn't handle it anymore. The breaking point for Ben was a nasty argument related to J-Lo's professional frustrations. As her career problems got worse, so did the problems at home. The arguments got more frequent and intense, with J-Lo's anger spilling over into their personal lives. One specific incident was the final straw for Ben. After that, he decided he couldn't take the toxic environment anymore and left their fancy mansion. Ben moved out and got himself an expensive apartment in Brentwood. It cost him a whopping $100,000 a month. This move showed just how desperate he was to get away from the toxic situation. And the fact that he chose to live near his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, shows that he wants a stable and supportive environment. After leaving the mansion, Ben settled into his new place in Brentwood. It's a big deal because not only is it expensive, but it's also just a couple of blocks away from Jennifer Garner's house. This suggests that Ben values the stability and support he had with his previous family, which is a far cry from the wild environment he had with J-Lo. Meanwhile, their fancy mansion is up for sale. Despite its luxury and great location, they're expected to sell it at a loss. They're trying to keep it low-key and move on from this chapter as quietly as possible. The fact that they're taking a financial hit shows that Ben cares more about his mental well-being than money. Even though their marriage fell apart, J-Lo isn't giving up. Reports say she's tried to reconcile with Ben multiple times, showing that she's not ready to let go. She still wears her wedding ring in public, hoping for a reunion. She's putting on a brave face in interviews and appearances, but sources close to her say she's struggling with the separation. J-Lo has made direct appeals to Ben and tried to address the issues that caused their split. But so far, it hasn't worked. Ben doesn't seem interested in getting back together. So, what do you guys think about Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's relationship journey? Do you believe they can reconcile, or is this the end of Jennifer for good? How do you feel about J-Lo's diva behavior and Ben's decision to leave? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates on your favorite celebrities. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video.